Well, thank you for your time. How juicy.
Juicy.
Thank you for trusting us as your #1 informative television. Join me, Rida Chebet, every day as I bring you the latest news at Maisha Live at 1 and update at 6, right here at Maisha Television.
Wakati mafuta imeongeza hivi, wao wameongeza commission yao to 28.1%.
I have a visual disability,
Yes,
which has been with me for a long time.
No, I'm asking the second part.
Suala la utovu wa nidhamu limezua hisia mseto nchini.
Caning is not bad for the students. Juu hata sisi wazazi wetu walikuwa natuadhibu tukiwa wadogo when we were growing up.
We are now more organized than ever before.
Indeed, this is the fastest growing television in Kenya.
At Maisha Television, we are impartial and independent.
The presidential election of the 26th October is hereby upheld.
Every day, we create distinctive professional programs, content which inform, educate, and entertain.
If the money has been approved, then it should be disbursed on time.
We go an extra mile to let you know of all that is happening around.
Wawe smart, wawe wasafi.
We make it easier for you to access information, a right provided by the Constitution. This is where your opinion counts.
Thank you for trusting us as your #1 informative television. Join me, Rida Chebet, every day as I bring you the latest news at Maisha Live at 1 and update at 6, right here at Maisha Television.
Wakati mafuta imeongeza hivi, wao wameongeza commission yao to 28.1%.
I have a visual disability,
Yes,
which has been with me for a long time.
I'm asking the second part.
Suala la utovu wa nidhamu limezua hisia mseto nchini.
Caning is not bad for the students. Juu hata sisi wazazi wetu walikuwa natuadhibu tukiwa wadogo when we were growing up.
We are now more organized than ever before.
Indeed, this is the fastest growing television in Kenya.
At Maisha Television, we are impartial and independent.
The presidential election of the 26th October is hereby upheld.
Every day, we create distinctive professional programs, content which inform, educate, and entertain.
If the money has been approved, then it should be disbursed on time.
We go an extra mile to let you know of all that is happening around.
Wawe smart, wawe wasafi.
We make it easier for you to access information, a right provided by the Constitution. This is where your opinion counts.
Suzy, hebu kamwone. Yule dem tulikuwa tunaambiwa.
Kwani amefanya?
Hizi shop zote tatu ni zake. Na hii next door anachukua pia.
Na imagine tuko na haka kitu kamoja tu.
Na bodyguards zako na wana.
Nasikia wanamshughulikia everything. ATM zake, credit card zake 24/7.
Hadi usiku.
Kwani 24/7 inamaanisha?
That means anamlipia hata bill zake pia. KRA, NHIF, UEFA. Anafanywa zote akiwa ametulia tu hivi.
Kitu kingine nasikia ni eti so secure.
Ana kuna bank yake, si mtu kama hizi utakamtoa anaenda kwa bank. Nasikia hiyo katu hivi. The whole day kwa tablet akifanywa kila kitu.
Na hao bodyguards wake ndio umpelekea do kwa majuu.
Unaona wale wawili waso au mfanyia bulk payments.
Nilisikia ni ati local accounts zake, foreign accounts zake anashughulikiwa.
Aki no wonder business yake imegrow hivyo. Lazima kuna bank yake special.
Your banking team is at your fingertips. Go digital. Visit coopbank.co.ke and click on New Internet Banking.
President Uhuru Kenyatta is on a 3-day visit to Democratic Republic of Congo. Today, it is revealed that the two heads of state have signed a number of bilateral agreements that will deepen economic ties between the two countries. For this and more news, join me on board. My name is Rida Chebet Kering.
Live from Maisha Television, this is Maisha News Update, brought to you by Rida Kering Chebet.
Welcome. Business persons in Kenya have been encouraged to set up shops and other businesses in the Democratic Republic of Congo in various sectors. This follows President Uhuru Kenyatta's 3-day state visit to DRC, where he has signed a number of agreements and memorandums of association to strengthen the bilateral ties in matters of diplomacy, trade, security, and other areas.
Kenya's President Uhuru Kenyatta on Tuesday made his first state visit to the Democratic Republic of Congo, seeking to strengthen business ties with the sub-Saharan Africa's largest country by land size. The president's visit comes as Kenya faces competition for the DRC market, which relies heavily on the ports of Mombasa and Dar es Salaam for the imports. During the 3 days visit, the head of state revealed that the two countries have signed a number of business agreements both on general cooperations, memorandums of understanding, security and defense cooperation.
Today we have witnessed the signing of a number of agreements between our two countries, both on general cooperation, memorandums of understanding on security, as well as an agreement on defense cooperation, which I believe will further deepen the partnership between our two countries.
The head of state further said that Kenya will have a consulate in Goma and Lubumbashi to foster deeper relationship between the two countries.
To further deepen the already good relationship between our two countries, Kenya is committed to establishing a consulate in Goma as well as an honorary consulate in Lubumbashi, in order to continue to foster the relationship between our two countries.
He also said that there is a need to ease the trade relations by easing visa acquisitions and inter-country trade movements.
One area where I would request our two teams to work deeper together is to ensure that we ease the problem of our people being able to travel between our two countries. And I believe as we move to further deeper integration, not only of our two countries, but of our region and our continent, we should do more to ease the restrictions that we have in terms of visas and other issues. And I look forward to engaging with you so that we can make it easier for our people to move and to trade with each other without the limitation of stringent visa requirements.
The two countries, as stated by President Uhuru Kenyatta, will continue to work on various other industries and projects such as infrastructure to create more jobs and prosperity for the citizens of the two countries.
This, together with the discussions that we have had to improve the infrastructure linkage in terms of road and rail to link our two countries and the region in between us, I believe will go a long way towards helping us create prosperity for our people, jobs for our people, and ultimately to have an island of peace and security in our region.
Maisha TV.
And today, the double PhD holder, Professor Moni Wekesa, defended his interest in the position of Chief Justice. Dr. Wekesa is currently the Dean of Law at Daystar University and boasts of 16 years of experience in law. In his first 3 months, should he be appointed the CJ, Professor Wekesa says his priority will be to amend the judiciary's relationship with other arms of government. The search for the Kenya's next Chief Justice continues amid uncertainty after the High Court yesterday stopped the JSC from evaluating the candidates further. The commission has already interviewed 8 of 10 candidates, including Justice Said Chitembwe, Justice Martha Koome, Philip Murgor, Professor Patricia Mbote, Justice David Marete, Justice Ndumanderi, Senior Counsel Fred Ngatia, and Judge William Ouko. The interviews will end tomorrow.
The experience I've had on the road is one of taking about 2 hours. First of all, to wait by the roadside, go to the police station, and then pay the cash bail before one is, and then after that, I then go through the motions of attending mentions and hearings until my matters are decided. Still, arising from my experience at 2 boards of parastatus, the reports we used to get from the internal auditors were chilling in terms of leakages, pilferages in the system. I asked myself a question: isn't there a different way we can do this? Having asked myself that, I answered it by designing an anonymous digital reporting system that can enable a person to report something that is in the pipeline going on, or to report anything that violates the code of conduct. Give all the details by way of attachments, and voila, the managers will be able to have a report. And to me, that way we can be able to arrest this animal we call corruption before it takes off, and in the long term also reduce the number of cases that end up in the anti-corruption court.
And the rift between President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy seems to be getting bigger every day. This is after the Jubilee Party, led by the party Secretary General Raphael Tuju, hinted on plans to ask leaders allied to UDA party, which is associated with the Deputy President William Ruto. However, Kenyans are calling on the head of state to reconcile with his deputy, as he is part of the government, putting into consideration the effort and support he offered the president in the previous elections.
It has been a pull and push in the Jubilee coalition after the joining hands between President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga, popularly known as Handshake. The former Prime Minister has been criticized of being the cause in the division in the coalition.
Wengine wanakuja kufungana hapa na kutupangia maneno ya fujo na fitina, wakifikiria ya kwamba watatumia hii nafasi ati kuvunja chama ya Jubilee. Mimi nataka niwaambie hiyo ni ndoto ya mchana. Sisi tunataka kushirikiana, tufanye kazi kama hii.
Head of the state in many occasions, such as party executive committee, has been seen alone, unlike previously where he used to be in company with his deputy. The deputy president has been ever quoted in his speech criticizing his opponent's division of peaceful party.
Wakati tulianza safari hii na rafiki yangu rais wa Kenya, na tulisema tunafungua ukurasa mpya wa maendeleo na ukurasa mpya wa siasa katika Kenya, ya kwamba tutafutilia mbali siasa ya zamani ya chuki na ugomvi na ukabila, na tutaweka msingi mpya ya kuleta Wakenya wote pamoja na kushughulikia mambo ya mipango na miradi ya maendeleo ya Kenya kama ndio njia ya pekee ya kubadilisha taifa letu.
Since the formation of UDA party, which is associated with the Deputy President, the Jubilee Executive Committee led by Secretary General Raphael Tuju has been on the front line pushing the Ruto's impeachment as the Deputy Party Leader, which is being termed by Kenyan.
Kwa majina naitwa Mr. Omondi. Mimi upande wa Ruto, mimi naona ni kama kumnyanyasa Ruto. Ruto amesaidia rais sana kuingia katika ikulu. Inafaa Uhuru Kenyatta aangalie, amuunge mkono, akuwe pia rais. Hii ni kama anachezea. Sasa saa hii ametukaribisha Raila Odinga. Amewacha Ruto, amechukua Raila Odinga. Inamaanisha kwamba kazi yao ni kupata kitu, akishapata ni wanatema huyo mtu. So naomba rais aangalie hiyo kitu sana. Aangalie, asichezee Ruto, akuja achezee Raila Odinga. Sisi tunataka nchi ambayo iko na amani. Hatutaki nchi ambayo ya kuchezewa kama karata.
However, Kenyans have termed the Deputy President as a hard-working leader to secure the nation from poverty.
Uhuru Kenyatta na anatoa orders. Uhuru Kenyatta asipotoa orders, wandani wake hawezi mzuia. Sasa kama itakuwa kwamba wewe ukimpinga ama ukiwa na swali tofauti na wanakuweka nje, wanakushurutu, wanakuambia ni lazima ufanye hii, haiwezekani.
They are now requesting the Deputy President to join hand with other leaders from Western region and other parts of the country as he prepare to succeed his boss in the coming general election.
Mimi nataka kushauri Ruto hivi. Akitaka kupita hii kura kama anatemwa, aungane na watu wa Western, awashike mkononi. Asipoungana na watu wa Western, kwa maana ukiangalia Ruto na watu wa Western wamesaidiana kutoka mbali sana. Sasa leo aache kufomu hiyo vyama yake, akuja waungane Western, alafu tushikamane mkono tuendelee mbele. Akishasalitiwa wacha akuja Western.
Philip Simiyu, Maisha TV.
An Italian investor who is accused by some Malindi residents of illegal fishing that resulted in the death of 2 dolphins and a turtle has denied the claims, saying that the accusations are only meant to seek attention and funding from international wildlife organizations. Basta Alessandro has clapped back and said that his business was licensed to do fishing 3.2 miles from the coral reef.
Ile kipini inatokea maneno, ile jamaa nalete mama moja korofi, hapana jua chochote, hapana jua rules. Ile sisi iko license kwa fishery, meli iko na 3.2 mile, navua na nyavu sawasawa, nafanya inspection na kila kitu. We are all follow the regulation. Hii jamaa napiga kelele kupata pesa for wildlife. Kama napiga kelele napata pesa kwa Amerika, kwa Germany, kwa mali yote.
Hali na kuumiza rasilimali zetu, viumbe ambavyo viko hatari ya kuangamia pia vinaumia kama namna hii mnavyoona waandishi habari. Isitoshe, tunaomba hivi sasa hatua kali zichukuliwe kuhusiana na trolling activity ni Ungwana Bay. Bila hivyo basi matukio yake ni hatari sana katika jamii yetu. Na hatujui kwa nini idara ya fisheries iko hapo. Hapo kuna fisheries lakini meli hazitumii. Hapo kuna fisheries ndani ya on board lakini meli hazitumii BRD. Kuna nini? Tuuliza fisheries, nyinyi mna nini? Tunatengeneza kitu pamoja na sisi community, kuenda kuimplement is very poor. So we are doubt with fisheries department. Fisheries department, Prawns Management Implementation Committee, hatuna imani nayo.
Kasa neti haiwezi mshika kabisa. Haiwezi mshika kwa sababu kasa anakaa kwenye coral. Akai kwa tope kasa. Tatizo ni ubinafsi. Ndio tatizo kubwa.
Mimi sioni tatizo kwamba hii trola inaharibu kitu chochote, kwa sababu hata zikivua, mimi nafuatana na huyu ndugu yangu, zinavua mbali sana. Hata wakati mwingine unaogopa pale zinapovua wewe kwenda kufika hapo mahali.
And a section of MCAs from Nyamira County today have protested the deployment of police officers who have now interfered with the civilians' businesses. The MCAs are accusing some of the leaders of using the police officers to intimidate civilians. In a section of MCAs, Nyamira County Assembly was yesterday turned into a boxing ring when the ward representatives exchanged blows after failing to agree on the House business. The members of County Assembly had deferred on the order of business to be debated, with some feeling that there was no transparency on certain issues. Bungoma ward representative Charles Barongo protested that the day's order paper was not circulated in time, yet it contained contentious issues which had caused divisions among them last week. In a bid to try and solve the wrangles at the Nyamira County Assembly, the Governor Amos Nyaribo will hold a kamukunji with the MCAs on Friday. Nyaribo said that despite all the other forces that are behind the wrangles, a solution must be found.
12 walipofungua mpaka saa hizi inaelekea saa 4. Biashara zimefungwa na sababu ya ionekani, watu wanafukuzwa kwa nini? If we are fighting as MCAs, let us fight in the county assembly. And if they need to deploy the police, let them deploy within the precincts of the assembly. Kama ni polisi, wacha walete polisi kule ndani. Waache kusumbua wananchi hapa, kuweka askari kila mahali, kurusha tear gas ofyo. Tunataka kuishi maisha ya protect mwananchi, si ya protect mtu mmoja hapa Nyamira ama wawili ambao wanataka wako na nia na kiu ya uongozi hapa Nyamira. We can't do that. Actually, I'm calling upon the county commander, police and the county commissioner to withdraw all the police that are deployed within the town. Wale wanaofanya biashara watamaliza namna gani hii siku ya leo? Watalipwa? Will the county assembly pay them? Or will the governor pay them? Watu wawache mchezo, na wale ambao wanaitisha polisi asubuhi hapa, siku zenu zinahesapiwa. And we are not going to stop to defend the mwananchi. Hii ingine yote hii ni porocho.
Mimi ni Samuel Nyang'au Nyanchama, MCA wa Itibo Ward. Nimetoka nyumbani, nimepata watu wamechoma tile na assembly haipitiki. Lakini ninasuku kitu kimoja, ni ya kuwa tatua shida ya assembly. Ile shida iliyoko imeletwa na speaker wa assembly kwa sababu amekataa tuzikisane. Na kuzikana ni rahisi kwa sababu ni kutuita, atuize sote, na ile maoni tutatoa, hiyo ndio itakuwa suluhu ya shida ambayo inaendelea kwa assembly.
The governor invited MCAs tomorrow. Are we?
And I expected that the speaker would announce it from the chair, and I will attend. And I want to hear what he's saying.
In fact, I'm very disappointed that business in Nyamira has become into standstill because of a few greedy MCAs who need to serve their interest. Actually, what I believe, if this is not the right way to go, let the police not defend one person because he has networks elsewhere. And actually, this is because of what the MPs, 3-4 MPs who come from Nyamira County, they are the cause of this chaos. And actually, I strongly believe they have strongly funded the police to help the business here.
In the recent days, Nyeri County has seen an upsurge of COVID-19 cases in the devolved unit. This is according to Nyeri County Governor Mutahi Kahiga. Kahiga maintains that the increase has been caused by floating of said COVID-19 protocols, as the county executive now warned of tough measures in coming days. Let's get the details from Amoga Shane.
The latest statistics show that there is an increased number of COVID-19 cases in the country, with the total number now at 154,392. 20 patients succumbed to the virus, bringing fatalities now at 2,560, and 88 patients have been discharged, bringing recoveries at 105,367. So far, a total of 750,471 people have been vaccinated against the virus countrywide. Given that the government has already placed lockdown in 5 counties, county heads are now warning other devolved units that are not in those areas seeing an upsurge of COVID-19 cases. A case exam done in Nyeri County, the county has recorded 19 cases of COVID-19, and Nyeri County Governor Mutahi Kahiga now says that there is a cause for worry.
Over the last 2 weeks, we have observed neglect in terms of following some of the protocols. In a number of barrios that are taking place in this county, it is really very, very sad that we are not adhering to the number that has been given of 50 well-spaced mourners who the protocols indicate must be family members. Unfortunately, we have continued to see surging numbers.
The county head now maintains that the upsurge of COVID-19 cases in the county has overwhelmed health facilities in the region.
Our various isolation units are clogged, packed, full. The numbers are still spelling doom for us because as we speak, as of last night, we had 1,759 tested and proven cases, out of which 1064 were male, and we do not understand why the males are more. Women are only 695. It is very, very unfortunate that we have lost 95 Nyeri people, 3 of whom are my staff.
The county boards at the same time disclosed that 26,338 people have been vaccinated against the virus, adding that the county has received 9,000 vaccines and vaccination centers have expanded to reach more people. He urged the people of Nyeri to follow the COVID-19 regulations that have been put in place both by our CS and the President.
This one is giving us a fatality rate of about 5.3, which is not good at all. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important that we continue to remind the people of Nyeri to adhere to the strict COVID regulations that have been given both by ourselves and by the President of this Republic in as far as keeping social distance is concerned, wearing of masks, sanitizing and washing our hands, and clearly avoiding crowded places.
He warned the Nyeri residents against the consequences of flouting the health protocol, saying that if the situation remains as it is, then the executive will be forced to introduce tougher measures in the coming days. Reporting from Maisha TV, my name is Amogashine.
And that's all we had for Maisha Prime News. My name is Rida Chebet Kering. And remember to vote for Maisha TV as your favorite TV for Kuza Awards 2021. Take your phone, write down the word Kuza and send it to 15601. The SMS is free of charge. Enjoy your night.